What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Right now, I'm getting ready for day 3 of the Toyota series out here in Guntersville. Pretty stoked. I made the cut, made the top 25, so only 25 fish tomorrow, and I'm one of them. I had 18.5 today, and ended up finishing in 9th or 10th. I'm tied with Casey Martin for like 9th or 10th. I don't know how that works, but in any case, I'm really, really stoked because first off, Guntersville has always kind of been a thorn in my side. And really, you know, I used to say that this was my least favorite lake in the country, not because it's not a phenomenal fishery, but just because I haven't been able to really crack the code out here. But that was years ago. You know, nowadays, Guntersville and I are pretty cool. And, you know, I really didn't know what to expect going into this tournament. And, you know, after today, I'm really excited to fish the third day because the bite got better for me. It started off slow. We actually started off with a fog delay. And so we had 2 hours that we didn't fish. So that was kind of a big deal in the morning. And it started off a little bit slow for me. You know, I had that primary area that I fished on day 1 and caught all my weight. And then I ended up catching a limit there, and I lost a 6-pounder, which really sucked. Of course, I think I got it on the GoPro, so I'll show you that footage too. But that happens. I mean, tournament fishing, you're always going to, you know, lose a fish or two, you know, throughout a week. You just hope that it doesn't happen on a fish of that caliber because that's the biggest fish I've hooked during the tournament. But anyways, regardless of that fish, you know, from after I caught a limit, you know, I had like 12 or 13 pounds in my starting area. And I had noticed there was a little bit of a water clarity change on some of the other areas that I was fishing in practice that were kind of my main patterns, my main areas. Because remember, what I've been fishing for the last 2 days was my backup plan. And so I did notice that water clarity change, went to those areas that I'd found in practice that I really was focusing on in practice, and they were on. I mean, they were on fire. Ended up catching, I don't know, 8 or 9 fish out there, and ended up culling several times, caught a couple 4.5s, 3.5 and some other fish. So I'm really excited about tomorrow because I've got that potential. You know, I have some areas that if the conditions stay the same, which I'm not banking on it by any means because we had a big rain last night and it could muddy everything up and it could be, you know, terrible. And the eelgrass might be, you know, floating on the surface so bad that we can't even fish the area. So I'm not banking on anything, but I am excited about the potential and excited about what I saw today. So again, I'm pretty much just fishing a couple different rods, covering water, fishing shallow. That's just not a secret. I'm not giving anything away there, and having a good time, man. It was really fun adjusting with the conditions today. I mean, I just love that when you're like, you know, you're not sure if you're even going to catch a bass, let alone a limit. And then you get your limit and you're just, the wheels start turning. You start thinking about those things that you need to do to adjust and change with the conditions. And, you know, despite losing that 6-pounder that would have put me in the 21-pound range today, you know, I think that I fished perfectly to be able to put myself in good contention for a high finish here. Obviously, we're high enough to be in the top 10 right now. That's my goal. I want to make the top 5. I want to crack right into that top 5. And so that's what I'm going to be fishing for. Of course, I'm going to be fishing to win. I'm going to catch as much as I possibly can. It's definitely an uphill battle because there's a lot of guys in front of me that are catching them really, really good. And so I don't want to be disillusioned. But at the same time, I've had so many situations where I you know, didn't think I could win, and I might have not fished as hard as I should have, and found out that I did have a opportunity to win. That happened at Grand Lake several years ago, and I promised myself I would never ease up. So we're going full throttle tomorrow. We're going to fish hard and have a lot of fun. So I just want to say thank you guys for all the support throughout this week. It's been a lot of fun. The last Toyota series I finished in the top 10, and I would like to do it here. And so everybody's support has meant a lot, and it feels really good to get a little bit of redemption out on this pond. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and I'm going to see you guys out on Guntersville tomorrow for Championship Thursday.